Sorry, guys. But here I am. I don't know why I put 8:45 when usually it's 9 o'clock. I think I just wanted to start a little bit early because I usually get to wherever I'm going early. And then I thought, oh, well, I'll be here early, so I might as well start early. Anyway, here I am. I am in Pacamara coffee roasters. And, you know, I say it's a new place. It's a new coffee shop. It's not really new, though. It's quite old. Hey, guys, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, let me show you here. We got a couple people at the counter here. And this is Pacamara. They're making me a number of coffees. They're making me 4 coffees. They're making me an espresso sangria. I've got like a Thai blend. I've got let me see, what is it? Nicaraguan? No, it's, I don't know what it is. Brazilian or something. And then I got another one that's their house blend. So, I'm going to be testing all of them and seeing which tastes the best. Does it taste good? Their coffee is pretty good here. I came here yesterday to check it out, just because, and their coffee is good. You know, I wouldn't say, oh, it's fantastic, it's the best place, but this is a chain. I didn't know. There's 20 locations throughout Thailand, 18 in Bangkok and 2 elsewhere. And I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I had never seen this. And that's why I call it a new place. It is new to the mall. And I will tell you, the mall there's got to be at least 20 to 25 coffee shops just in the mall. Now, where are these ladies going? They just decide, I'm going to go walk around the mall. Let me just take out the... This is so wild how they have everything. Anyway, I've got 4 coffees coming to me, which I'm looking forward to. I don't want to drink all of them. I'm going to taste them. I'm going to test them. I'm going to see how they are. Here comes my first one. อันนี้เป็น house blend
ใช่ครับพวกกลาง
เป็น Thailand
ใช่
Okay.
Thailand Guatemala Indo
Guatemala Indo Brazil Okay. Thank you. ขอบคุณนะ Oh, it's 105 baht if you get their house blend. That's what this is, the house blend. I got a couple of drips being made, and those are 155 baht. Pricey. To me, they're a bit pricey. The last place I went, they were anywhere from 200 baht to about 500 baht. And you know, you get a little bit of coffee, but still, it's just, that's a lot. To me, that's a lot. You know, you go in for a cup of coffee. I don't have to have the greatest cup of coffee, the most tasty, the high soak. I don't have to have that. So, here we go.
เอธิโอเปีย
I need Ethiopia. Okay. Look,
Thailand
Thailand. Okay, thank you. So, I got Ethiopia, Thailand, and I got their house blend. Oh, wait a minute. This is the Napoli blend, and this is the Thai blend. Oh, yes. Have a heart attack from drinking too many coffees. How do I get out of here? Well, you don't come in here in the first place. It's not a walk through. That's what they tell them. I was watching yesterday and today. They come in and they're like, oh, let me go into the mall. And they say, no, go around to the front. That's where you have to go. That's why I got the espresso. I got the espresso sangria because I've never heard of it before. And I like sangria. And we have sangria at the house right now. And 3 other wines we have. So I'm ready. Jamaican Blue Mountain. I wish they had that here. Kona Fancy Pea Berry. Most expensive coffees in the world. Yes, and I've had both of them. And they are quite good. I don't know that here it's the surroundings. I mean, it's comfortable. It's comfortable enough. It's cozy. But you can see, they have the bar. They have a little seating area here where you can just kind of wait, I guess. They got some nice chairs over here. They got the pads over there, and then they got the wooden chairs and the table here. So it's, you know, it's a comfortable place. That's what I'll say. Now, let me have a little sip of this Ethiopia. First of all, let me smell. My nose is just completely gone. Ethiopia. Napoli, and I think the Napoli is a little more sour. But let's try this. That's pretty smooth. Pretty nice. It's nice. The Ethiopia is nice. It's a little more acidic, a little more sour, but it's still very good, this Napoli blend. So, money well spent. And now they're making me the sangria. I don't know if you guys know this, but Thailand has recorded over 22 million tourists in 2023. They're anticipating a winter rush, so let's just say that they get to 25 million. That's not too bad, all things considered. And they're giving visa exemptions to Russia, India, China, Kazakhstan, and Taiwan. Supposedly to help with tourism. I don't know. I don't know if it will, and quite frankly, you know. I bought a bag of Jamaican Blue Mountain over 10 years ago. It was $30 something for about 12-ounce bag. It must have gone way up in price. Yeah, it's quite expensive. I don't know what it is now, but we used to get it all the time because my parents used to go to Jamaica all the time, and they have friends in Jamaica, and so of course they always made sure to get a couple of bags of good coffee, and it was very good. Now, before I go any further, thank you to everybody for joining me. Remember to click the thumbs up, subscribe, join the Patreon, join everything. Just so you know, if you need a little help, if you're not confident in coming over here as a tourist or an expat, get a hold of me, okay? Just get a hold of me through one of the social media platforms or however. Get a hold of me and we'll set something up. I can help. You know, it's what I like to do. I like to help. I don't know what happened with the Rangers. I have no idea. Most tourists to Bangkok, elsewhere. I think Paris is a close second. I don't know. You look at these lists, and they're always different. Always. No idea. No idea, and I don't care. That's what I say. If you're coming over here and you want to stay longer than 60 days, then get a proper visa. That's all. It's easy. Okay, now, I wanted to talk, I found this article, it was from 3 days ago. 4 places to retire that are just like the US, but way cheaper. And they don't have any of the places that I would think would be on this list. But the first one is Peru. Peru? I don't know who would think of it. Let me smell this one. Oh, that's sour. Yeah, that's probably the most sour out of all of them, the most acid, but it's not that bad really, but it's not my favorite. I think my favorite is the Ethiopia. Now, where is my sangria? Are they making it? Ethiopia is good coffee. Very good coffee. They don't like UA. I don't know what you're talking about. How many millions of American dollars spent on it? Just not that many. Americans are not high up on the list of tourists in Thailand. They're just not. We have the top 5 countries are Malaysia, China, South Korea, India, and Russia. Those are the top 5 places. We're not even in the top 5. So, and I think the UK is ahead of the United States. Ethiopia is always good coffee. Every coffee I've ever had from Ethiopia is always excellent. And I think I'm going to drink this one. It's very smooth and very good. You say that, but they don't consider it that way. I don't make the rules. They don't consider Aussies, Americans, Brits as their top tourists. We're not. And we're not even their top expat. I don't know why this is not working today. Maybe my batteries are dead. Let me see if I can get a little more space here. Let's see. Here comes my sangria. Thank you. Cup. There we go. Sangria. They got fruit in there? I don't believe they do. But that is an espresso sangria. I anxiously await drinking this. Okay, let's take a look at this here. Languages, population. America's barely on this list. Let's see here. Foreign residents by country of origin. This is 2010. And the United States is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number 8. But that is 13 years ago. All right, let's take a gander at this one. Wow, you will have a speed high trying to finish your coffee order. I'm not going to finish it. It's not going to. I didn't buy them to finish them. I bought them to taste them. I may finish 2 of them. I've already had a coffee this morning. Hard to smell it. Very, very fruity. That's pretty good. I like this. This is very good. The fruit flavor is a little stronger than the coffee. It's pretty good. This is pretty darn good. I'm surprised. Really, really good. They also have, I should bring you guys over to the menu. They have an espresso screwdriver. Now, I was looking for the espresso martini. They don't have it on the menu. But that's what I was thinking about. They don't have any Fredos here, unfortunately. All right, let's go over and look at the menu. Let's take a look here. Even though I don't have my gimbal today, let's just take a look. Good morning, Bruce. Let's take a look here. All right, you can see right away they have the American screwdriver, the espresso sangria. They have an iced peach fizzy tea, citrusy lychee fizzy, but these are not coffee drinks. Now, they do have a deluxe Thai tea with honey. Saint Dirty, Cortado Orange, Flat White Cafe. They have all the normal things you would find. And then they have the frappes, the little foo-foos. And I think that's about it. They have coffee, the old-fashioned, which I don't know what that is. I don't know what they're putting in there. And then, of course, they have their coffees here. They actually have the AeroPress here, which it's nice that they have the AeroPress, but this is for people who like coffee. I like espresso. Look at this. 4 coffee drinks. We're back. Let's see here. Bruce, you came to the mall yesterday. I thought I was walking and I thought I saw you walk by. And I went, was that Bruce? And then you were gone, I was gone, and that was it. But that's about the time you sent me the message about the banks. I can't imagine a cold espresso bean. This is fantastic. I mean, it is so good. They don't have Fredos here. I'm thinking about getting the Waka Keiko, or what is it called? Wakako? Oh, what happened to it? I lost it? No, it's right here. Pico Presso Wakako. It's $129, so it ain't cheap, but it makes supposedly pretty good espresso. It's not like, you know, one of these little cheap brands or anything like that. It's expensive, and you need to be prepared to pay for it, because Listen, every espresso maker now costs $150, $200 and up. I mean, you know, you could pay $10,000 or more for an espresso maker. Yeah, I like how they do that with the banks, and I like how they have the food places upstairs, and they have they have a lot of fast food places in the front. I like that. It's all the other stores. I have no clue of why they have things where they are. Granted, they have the Apple store where it used to be before. It's not in a different place. Starbucks is all in a different place. It's not bad though. And you know, behind me, it's gotten to be where it's gotten to be where it is. It's almost too much. An AeroPress is about, I thought they had it was only about $50, $55, something like that, $60. You know, they have the big one and they have the small one. But, you know, I don't want cups of coffee. It's not what I want. Although the Ethiopia is quite good. And this is excellent. I'm going to drink this one because it's all punchy. It's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Yeah, I mean, you know, like over here, you got all the little fast food places. And by the way, I went to Minato yesterday, and I got some pork cutlets, and I got one sushi roll, $300. And I told the girl, I said, you know, if I were you, I'd be making a stink about the fact that you can't sit at the bar. And she goes, I know, she said, I know, this is the big problem. Everybody wants to sit at the bar and eat their sushi, and now you have to take a plate and go over somewhere and find a seat and sit down. So she knows, she's aware of it, and you know, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know why they didn't go upstairs or something like, I don't know. I don't know why they do anything here. I mean, you look outside, there's nothing but metal. You know, it's not ideal. That's what we'll say. It could be much better. I had some grocery store sushi roll today. It was $12. Tastes good. Okay. I don't usually buy sushi from the grocery just because I don't trust them. You know, maybe I should, but I just don't. All right, the first place on this list, before I completely lose it, was Peru, which to me is strange because I don't know a lot of people that say, hey, I want to go live in Peru. But it's appealing for its lower cost of living, but also its enriched quality of life. I'm not saying it's not a good place. In Lima's upscale areas, a couple might live off of $2,000 to $3,000 a month, covering all expenses. Well, you can live just about anywhere off of $3,000 a month. A stark contrast to major U.S. cities. Where rent alone can consume that budget. In addition, he noted that Lima offers an excellent public transportation system. The city has invested in buses and trains, making the Metropolitano rapid bus system and the Lima Metro daily commutes or exploratory trips convenient and affordable. Moreover, the warmth of locals. It's always the warmth of the locals, combined with colonial architecture, ancient Incan cities, and Pacific coastline, make Lima an attractive destination. I don't know. I don't know about Lima. It's a reputable grocery store. They make it fresh. There's an Asian working in the counter. If that means anything, I don't think that means anything. Oh, you got an Asian making the sushi now. It must be good. In Thailand, I use Eatigo app for 50% off sushi at Benihana or other top name sushi restaurants. I don't know why. I just don't use Eatigo. Most of the time when I'm eating out, if I'm gonna eat out, what are they doing over here? They're taking photos and it's like, well, they did have an area carved out yesterday. And there was nothing there, so now they have the stage set up, which is, I can only imagine what they're gonna do, and it's like, I gotta get out of here. I come here for the coffee, I come here for a place to sit, I come here because it's decent. I didn't feel like going somewhere far, and this is a new place to me. But I can't see, I just can't see coming here. I don't know why you would come here. Why would you come to the mall? Because you got to go to the bank? I mean, yeah, once in a while, okay. Because you want to get something to eat? Okay, once in a while. Because you want to get coffee? Okay, I got that, coffee. I swear to you, there are at least 25 coffee shops here in the mall. You have absolutely no problem finding a cup of coffee here. It's incredible. There's a coffee shop right over here that just opened up. It just opened like yesterday. I forget the name of it. It's another roastery. They put roastery in the title, or roasters, so that people think, oh, they roast their own beans. It's so good there. They think it's different. It's a place to go. It's higher quality. And really, you know, unless you are a connoisseur of coffee, a true connoisseur, and I am not. I appreciate a decent cup of coffee. I'll take a decent cup of coffee for 40 or 50 baht over a really great cup of coffee that costs 150 baht. Burger King is not open yet in the mall. McDonald's is open. I won't get a coffee at McDonald's. I don't know if you guys remember, and anyone remembers, but the coffee at McDonald's, I went in there once. Granted, this is before the overhaul. I went in there once. I got a cappuccino because I wanted to go somewhere different instead of Starbucks. I got a cappuccino there, and I just happened to take off the lid. And what did I find but cockroach legs and wings? And I went, never again. It won't happen. I will never drink a coffee at McDonald's again. That fouled it for me. No, but I think there is a Texas chicken being built. I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's upstairs. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not here anymore, but I thought I saw it before. I can't remember. It is coming along, this place, but, you know, you've seen one mall, you've seen them all. I mean, granted, it doesn't have Gucci and Armani and, you know, it doesn't have Versace and the higher end type of places, but it's okay. Yeah, I barely got an I'm sorry. So, you know, whatever. I don't want to think about it too much. I'm not thinking about things too much. I don't want to overthink anything. You know what I think about now? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let you guys know. Well, let me get to the top 4 places first. The next one on the list is Panama. Panama's been on the list forever. It's an increasingly popular retirement destination, especially in areas like Phuket and Coronado, which have a significant number of American retirees. I will say that a lot of Americans don't want to retire in Asia, they want to retire in South America, Central America. Have quality health care, blah, 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 affordability. Panama is 35% cheaper than the States overall, and rent is 55% lower, according to Numbeo. I don't know why they do what they do here. I have no idea. The Cafe Amazon is a lot larger. They have Cafe Amazon, they have Swenson, and now they have Pacamara right next to it. So you got 2 coffee shops almost right next to each other, competing against each other. Now there are nowhere near as many people here as there are at Cafe Amazon, because Cafe Amazon I think is more established as a low-end coffee shop where you're not going to pay a bundle of money. You come here, you're going to pay. This is like a Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks, the coffee is 110 baht for an espresso. Here it's 105. And I think to myself, they're charging this for water that comes from beans. And you know, the problem is, because I've been researching coffee a lot lately, the problem is that the profit margin is not very high. Because you've got fixed costs with the staff, but you've got a higher cost with all the food and coffee beans and everything else. You've got all these costs that go up and down, and so they have to make sure to cover their nut and blah blah blah. So they might make 10-15% if they're lucky, which is why they have all these. Why they have these franchises that have, you know, 50 places, 20 places, because that's how they make money. One place is only making 50,000 a month, the other place is making 150, and altogether they're making quite a bit of money. Yes, they do. I've been to many places where they grow coffee. Up in Doi Pui, they have really nice coffee trees and beans, and they roast them right there. They're really, really nice. But you know, it's good coffee, but it's not great. So Pacamara, last time I was there in Bangkok, didn't know there was that many. Yeah, there's 20 of them. I'm surprised. And I actually thought, oh, is this all over the world? And I looked online, and there are Pacamaras all over the world. But this Pacamara in Thailand is only Thailand. It's not a franchise to other places around the world, which I think is pretty interesting. The name of their company is Peaberry Limited, Peaberry Thai, which they're now shutting down their website and going directly to Facebook, which I don't know why they do that. I have no idea why they're... You know, they don't want to pay for a website. I mean, it costs like 40 or 50 bucks for a website. That's it. They don't want to pay for it. They go, oh, we'll get a free page on Facebook, honey. You know, how cheap are they? That's how I look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Do they have Bangkapi on here? No, so 22. And they have 22 locations. Yeah, I don't know where some of these are, but 22 locations altogether. Anyway, unbelievable. But, you know, in the thank you very much, Jack. Thank you. Well, this is Pacamara where I am. Yes, this is Pacamara. Doi Chang is, you know, it's one of those coffees like you'd find at Cafe Amazon. It's okay, but it's not great. I wouldn't buy it for my house. I'll be honest, I wouldn't do that. The only reason I've ever done that is because I'm cheap and I don't have much money at the moment, and I decide, oh, I'm going to get this. I'd rather have Illy, Lavazza, I mean anything other than Doi Chang or, you know, whatever the other one is, Doi Tung. I know what it is, but I don't think it's great. I don't think it's fantastic. I think it's okay. It's average. And I'm not a snooty coffee drinker, but I know the difference between something that tastes like earth. It tastes earthy like a Cafe Amazon. Even I would say that Starbucks is a notch above Cafe Amazon. It ain't 2.5 times what Cafe Amazon's coffee is, which is what the price is. The price is almost 2.5 times. It's almost 3 times what the price is at Cafe Amazon. Or an espresso. It's 110 baht, 3 times would be 120 baht. But the coffee is not that much better at Starbucks by any means. It's average, and they make it very middle of the road so that people can drink it. Here's my sangria. They grow a lot of coffee in Thailand. They grow all kinds of coffee. You name it, they got it. Doi Chang, Doi Tung, Doi this, Doi that. It's not a bad place, this place. But I get the feeling that people come here because they decide, oh, I want to go high-so, I want to get some really good coffee today. They don't want to go to Cafe Amazon where they go, I'll get myself a coffee. Yeah, that's me. Sometimes I go, I'm going to go into Cafe Amazon because I can just flip them a couple of 20 baht notes and that's it. There's my coffee. You know, you go into Starbucks and it's like, oh, look at the wonderful store. Well, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the store. You're paying for their store. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for the coffee. Yeah, Roots is pretty good. Roots is one of the better ones, but I'd say so far, Sarni's is probably the best or near the best. Vietnam has some good coffee, but I would say it's not as good as what you have here. What you get here, I mean, you can get good coffee in Vietnam, but if you're going to get Vietnamese coffee, I don't think it's as good as what you can get here. It's just not. I mean, you know, you start drinking coffee all the time, you don't really notice the difference. But if you sit down like I did and you drink a little bit of each one, you can taste the differences in the flavor. And the flavor dissipates over time. But like this one is their house blend. I think it's a Napoli blend. And it's a bit sour. Ethiopia, very middle of the road, not too sour, which means it's probably a medium roast. And I don't really like that one. This is the blend with the Thai, and it's not that good. And the sangria is the best out of everything. Maybe that's because it tastes like punch, but now the coffee is coming through. Ambience can be very important, yes. Andy, you take it easy, buddy. Take it easy. You'll love Army Field Coffee. Yeah, sure I will. Listen, you know, I used to get, Jono gets, what is it, Daniel's something other, and it's a pretty good coffee. For the money, it's a pretty good coffee. But you know, I don't want a pretty good coffee. I have a coffee every morning. That is my morning ritual. I want a good coffee. I want an excellent coffee. I don't want a middle of the road piece of shit coffee. Or, you know, an average coffee. And I think the Daniel's coffee, Daniel's Roastery, it's an average coffee. Vietnamese coffee, I mean, I got Vietnamese coffee sitting at home right now, and I don't want to drink it just because it's not the best of the coffees that I have. It's good coffee, but it's nothing special to me. There was one coffee that was given to me, and I can't remember what, I think it's Legend or something like that, and it was quite expensive and it was quite good. But that was the best coffee I've had from Vietnam. Place is starting to come alive here. What's today? Today's Friday. Did they open at 10 o'clock on Friday? I don't know. I always forget. Maybe it's 10:30. I don't know. What can I say? They're making up all kinds of stuff here. They got all kinds of things. And I thought about buying a coffee from here, and I thought, why am I going to do that? It's 200 baht for 250 grams, which is cheap. No, it doesn't have to do with Arabica being it can be a light or dark roast or medium roast. You know, there used to be a coffee guy over by Jono, at Jono's place. There's a guy right downstairs. And he wasn't open all that long, and he basically roasted his own beans, and he would sit there and pick through every bean and make sure he had all the highest quality beans. And he had a good coffee, and it was pretty cheap. So that was all right, but the guy went out of business. What is this? You got like, how many people? 12 guys coming through here. Yeah, but that old man wouldn't open until almost noon. Then it's, yeah, well, that's what I mean. If you're a coffee shop, to me, you have to open up at least at 6 o'clock. You gotta open, excuse me. I still got this cough. Yeah, you got to open up early. If a coffee shop does, I mean, if I go to a coffee shop and it says opens at 10 o'clock, I won't go there. I won't go to the coffee shop if they're not open. I mean, I don't like going to ones that open at 9 o'clock because 9 o'clock is when I start streaming. So they have to open up at like 8 o'clock for me to want to go there. If they don't open at 8 o'clock, at least 8 o'clock, I don't go. God, I mean, I'm looking out here. It's just, there's so much. Coffee connoisseur, yeah. Robusta coffee beans have more caffeine than Arabica. On average, Robusta coffee beans have about 2.7% caffeine content, while Arabica coffee beans have about 1.5% coffee content. So there you go. All right, now, Number 3 on this list. Number 2 is Panama. You only need to have $1,000 a month to live in Panama. I didn't know that. You show like a pension for $1,000 and you live with. Number 3 on the list is Costa Rica. No surprise there, but it says it's about 20 to 30% cheaper than in the U.S. While certain imported items sometimes carry a premium, local commodities, services, and notably healthcare are priced considerably lower, ensuring retirees can make the most of their post-work years without breaking the bank. Okay. I don't necessarily agree with that. From what I've heard, Costa Rica has gotten a lot more expensive, and it's not the value that it used to be. That's what I've heard. This is the coffee shop where we are. I can't believe that it's only 10 minutes to 10 and this place is as busy as it is. This is like, you know, the happening place to be in the neighborhood. And you know, what's funny is that usually around 12 o'clock, if I come here, I'm home by 12 or 1 o'clock. I come here at like 10, 11 o'clock. I'm done. I get my groceries, I have a coffee, and I split. I'm gone. I don't want to be here. There's too many people, too much action, too much noise. Oh yeah, I remember. I don't know what happened to that guy. Probably went back to Japan, I don't know. You know, and that's the thing, you hope that you find a little shop like that is quite good, and it's not so hot, and it opens early, and it's got, you know, nice roasted beans where you go, and at least you can have a nice I know it is. It freaking drives me nuts. And that's why I like to go in my house and just turn on the TV and sit there with the house. You know, with the house and the noise in the house, because I don't want to hear what's going on here. I don't want to hear all the... It's like, what do they play this crap for? Who are they playing it for? But Bruce, this is how it is. If you go upstairs, they'll be playing something. If you go downstairs, they got something different playing. You go next door, they got something different playing. They've always got all kinds of things playing. And it's like, oh, it adds to the ambiance. No, it doesn't. If you want to irritate me, start playing all kinds of music. You know, really. They should have the music just pipe through all around the mall. It's one song, and they have, you know, a long playlist, and everywhere you go, it's the same thing. You know, you come here and it's like, oh, come here and eat some, you know, I mean, the parrots will come back. They got the fish out there. The parrots are going to come back, I'm pretty sure. Everywhere you go here, they got people stand. Oh, would you like to come inside? No, I don't want to come inside. Get away from me. Leave me alone. If I want to come inside, I'll go inside. You know, really, I don't need you to suck me in. Oh, come inside and smell this. It's so good. No, I don't want to go inside. Leave me alone. My God, man. Nope. Don't have it. I'm gonna have to go across the street. They're just playing this. They're just playing this because they got the stage over here. Do I have to hear this noise all the time? That's what I think. Do I always have to listen to this? Yes. Unless you go to a little coffee shop on the side of the road, you know, like the place I went the other day, which was down on Rachida, and I had been there before. You go there, oh, they got a little fish pool. They got a lake there. And you sit there, and it's pretty quiet. You go inside, you don't hear anything. The girl's sitting behind the counter, she's looking at her phone. No noise, no problems. That's great. You come to the mall, forget about it. You go in Starbucks, there's noise in Starbucks just from all the people. It's so busy. Hey guys, do me a favor. Smash the like button. What's going on here? I haven't seen that like button smashed at all. Like, you know, I got 14 likes. Hasn't gone up at all. What's going on here? Smash the like button. Smash subscribe. Smash join. Smash this. Smash that. Smash it all. Smash your girl. Smash it. All right, well, I got another 2. Very lucky. I'm very fortunate today. Number 4 on this list, I don't know why they came up with this stupid list. That's all I know how to say. It's a stupid list. Is because they said Eastern European countries. That's the 4th country on the list. Czech Republic, Croatia, Slovenia, and Romania are rapidly attracting American expats. Yeah, okay. I'd still rather go to Thailand than any of those places. Got cool weather in a few days ago. Turned off my AC, the ceiling fan and floor fan. Yes, I use all 3 at the same time. Turned them all off, and I had to turn the fan back on to quiet. Too quiet, and couldn't sleep. Well, when I'm irritated and agitated, I don't want to spend money. I want you to get away from me and, you know, shut up, leave me alone, and if I want something, I'll do it on my own. I won't do it because you're antagonizing me. Which is why I'm glad there's not a rap god here anymore. I don't have to listen to you guys giving me a hard time about the rap god. Hey Scott, when are you going to go to the rap god? Never. Never. I will never go to that place again. That was absolutely the place that it's like the lowest. It's below some little street shop that, you know, the guy's, he's got like 2 chairs and you go and eat his food there. It's notches below that. Now, I got all this coffee sitting here and I don't want to drink it because I don't want to get too amped out. I'll still never go there. I will never, ever go there. And you know, I want to go over there and go, you guys haven't got it nailed down yet? You don't have it, you know. Of course, I'm going to bite my tongue and not say anything, and I'll just go home and, you know, the wife will be there, Alex will be there, and I can listen to them, which I guess is better than listening to this garbage. You know, Alex doesn't bother me. Alex is doing his own thing. The lights are flashing. They've got all these. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to buy their stuff now. I wanna run. I wanna run away from this place. But I can't yet. I have to drink some of my coffee. Sangria. That's pretty good. It's pretty good, but now that the coffee is starting to come through more than the punch, I will say it's not as good as when I first had it. Maybe because I'm drinking from the bottom. It's good. It's a good drink. When I first got it, it was fantastic. I was like, oh my God, it's fruity and there's espresso in it. Now maybe the next time I come here, whenever that will be, whenever they're not playing music out in the middle of the mall, maybe I'll have an espresso screwdriver where they just put orange juice in it, which is no big deal. I've had that before. Yeah, ice is watering it down. It's just not as good. And I'm already amped out from the coffee, to be honest. I mean, I've got, half cups, 3 half cups. I get 4 half cups. Actually, this coffee's almost gone. This coffee is not very good. It's too sour, too acidic. Anyway, what a wonderful day. It's a Friday. Thank Buddha, it's Friday. Here we are in the wonderful mall. Man, I'd rather go to a 120-year-old coffee shop than this place. I could walk here if I wanted, yes. I could walk here. It'd take me about 15 minutes to get here. I don't usually walk because if you walk, you're gonna sweat. And sometimes I'll walk home. Not very often. But coming here, I almost never walk. I take a song tower, I take a motorbike, and I just come down. And usually I have them drop me off right across the street, and I just walk on the overpass, come over here, boom, I'm here. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're gonna sweat. If you come here, you're gonna sweat walking from my house. Depends on how cool it is. I mean, now it's starting to heat up. What are these people staying outside for? They're standing outside the door over here like, oh, well, we're gonna come in at 10 o'clock. We're open. We're here. Hi, how you doing? I don't know what they're doing. They're waiting for the mall to open, I guess. I don't know. What a life. The one thing that I've been thinking about, the only thing that I really worry about here, no, it's not money. I don't worry about money too much. I'm not rich, but, I'm okay. The only thing I really worry about is if something were to happen, something major, like I had a heart attack, like a stroke, I had to be in the hospital for 6 months, something like that. That worries me. Other than that, I'm not worried about anything. And, to be honest, I met a guy the other day. I've seen him around. He's like 85. Well, he's not like 85. He is 85. He's 85 years old, and every day he's in the mall. He's always walking around doing something. And I'm like, hey, you're still getting around. You're not walking with a cane. You're in good shape. He's like, oh, yeah, well, my girlfriend helps me out. She said, your girlfriend ain't here. You're walking around doing your own thing. You're doing all right. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess I am. And there's another guy I know. I know all these old people now. This is the thing. I'm getting, I don't care about all that. It doesn't bother me. Power grid ain't going to go down. That shit almost never happens here. This ain't the Philippines. I hate to tell you. It ain't the Philippines. The Philippines has all the brownouts, and they're still having problems. And you know, that's the thing about the Philippines versus Thailand. I know the Philippines has some, you know, nice people. It's a great place. There's some good areas. But man, the brownouts, some of the problems they have here, it's just, I just couldn't handle it there. I just couldn't. It would bother me. It would bother me to be there. And then if you're a guy who's looking for a girl, you're gonna get the, oh, I no budget for this. I don't have the budget, which just means I don't have the money. You know. I don't really get it. You know, I understand, oh, I want to live in the Philippines because it's so nice. Yeah, okay. And you're living in a nice area, you never come in touch with anything. Okay, I understand that. But it just doesn't really equate to me. There are far nicer places to live in the world than the Philippines. That's how I look at it. And I'm not slamming the Philippines. I'm just telling it like I think. Telling it like it is. Now, I got a message a couple of days ago, and I'm going to read it. Look up wet bulb event, and the heat will be protected. I don't have to look it up. It's never happened in the 23 years, 30 years I've been here. Not 23, that's about how long I've been married. It's never happened the whole time. So why would I worry about it? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about shit that, you know, oh, it might happen. The sky might fall. Okay, so it hasn't fallen yet. I'm not going to worry about it. Now, I got this message the other day, and part of me agrees with the guy, and then part of me is like, no, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And he writes, if you travel to places like Thailand to meet a girl and you expect them to be financially independent and educated, you're a bum. Now, I will say, no, you're not a bum. Who the hell wants to come to Thailand to meet a girl so that all you have to do is make sure that you have a child that's, you know, somewhere around your age? Who wants to have to do that? I mean, you know, I've taken care of my wife before, but she had her own money too. So I don't get that. You're a bum if you don't take care of the girl. Rubbish. Be a provider. Be able to take care of a woman properly. Okay, I understand that. I understand, you know, oh, you want to take care of the woman. Okay, great. But she still ought to have her own money, her own job, and her own things going on. If you can't stay in your lane, your opinions apply only to the average schmucks who can barely take care of themselves. You know, I think that is something that when you are living here and when you got responsibilities, like I've had my kids for a long time. Sometimes I don't know that they're gonna need something. And all of a sudden they come to me and go, oh yeah, I gotta have this. I'm like, how much is that? Oh, 15,000 baht. Thanks for telling me. Thanks for giving me some warning. And then it's like I'm broke because I'm helping them. I think that is, for most people, that's somewhat normal. I do think that you need to be somewhat stable and you need to prepare for things, which is not always easy. So I think if you're gonna go and you wanna meet some chick and she's from Isan and she's working in a bar, well, guess what? If you tell her to stop working in the bar, she doesn't have a job. She needs to find a job. Oh, she doesn't want to work. She wants to stay at home and take care of the house. You better be prepared to do that. You know, it's not rocket science. It's girl decides girl decides that she doesn't want to work and she wants to stay home and take care of you, and you go, oh, okay, all right, I'm going to take care of her, and you just say, okay, well, that's the way it goes, you know, I ought to be able to take care of it. No! Why doesn't she do her own thing? I mean, she can work 3 days a week, make some money, make a little extra money so she's got some scratch in her pocket. She's not always going, oh, give me money, give me money, give me money. What is that? Where did men think that they have to do all this? All the men have to take care of all the women. No, it's not true. You know, I go out to dinner sometimes. I take my wife out. Sometimes she takes me out. You know. Hey, you got any money? Yeah, I got some money. All right, let's get a pizza. Okay. That's how it works in the real world. Now, you want to be some bum who's going after some chick who's, you know, she works in the bar, and, you know, it's like, oh, you want to get her out of the bar. Well, guess what? You're paying. You're going to pay through the nose. Well, it ain't in Thailand, all right? I hate to disagree with you, but there ain't no wet bulb event in Thailand. And yes, once in a while it gets really, really hot, but for the most part, Thais are used to the heat, and they have ways around it. Like they go sit in the mall, or they turn the air conditioner on. Our air conditioning bill is almost as much as our rent, or sometimes it is more than our rent. And that's because we turn the air on. But we're very comfortable. Now, I would much rather spend an extra 3,000 baht a month on air conditioning and be very comfortable when I sleep, when I'm in the house, whatever it is, than come to get a coffee every day. I forego the coffee. Elderly are always vulnerable. Okay. Yes, that's true. Hey, there's 24 people watching this stream, which is not a huge amount, but you know what? There's 2 people talking. Don't be shy. Come in and have a chat, have a talk. State your opinions. Do whatever you want to do. Say what you want to say. Yeah, I don't buy that about the heat. I mean, like right now it's the cool season, rainy season. You know. I will say again that this sangria is pretty good. If I was going to pick anything to drink out of these 4 drinks, it would be the sangria. And I do have some soda water. Well, that's another thing. When you get older, you don't want to be miserable. You generally don't want to suffer if you don't have to. The village we are in, not many have AC. And that sucks. I mean, honestly, embrace the suck, yeah. I mean, some people get used to it. Some people don't. Some people, you know, in their house, they might have 6 fans. You know, they got fans all throughout the house, and their house is pretty cool. You know, it's only at certain times of the day that the fans can't cool off the house. You know. But, I mean, honestly, Texan in Thailand, would you live in Thailand and not have AC and live in a hot part of Thailand where you are constantly sweating? Because I know what it's like to be out there walking around. I'm drenched in sweat. My underwear is wet. My shirt is completely drenched. It's not comfortable. You know, it's just not comfortable. So I don't want to embrace that. Now, I will say this. I think it was something like 8 years ago, I walked across Thailand. I've been talking about walking across Thailand again. I want to go and do it. I don't remember where you start. I do know where you finish. So I have to figure it out, and I may go and do that in the next couple of weeks. I don't know. If that village is like the one we have, a home, power is shut off during the day during certain periods of time. I couldn't live like that. I don't want to live like that. Yeah, I don't want to adapt to anything. I don't need that. And that's why I start to say, okay, island life, I don't think that's going to happen for me. I don't want it to work. Oh, well, the generator's off from 11 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning. No, I don't want that. I just don't want it. I want to be comfortable in my old age. It's bad enough sometimes I get up and I'm like, I feel like I'm creaking and, you know, it hurts to walk and, you know, all these other things. That's bad enough. And I do feel my age now a lot more than, say, 5-10 years ago. So I don't want to be uncomfortable. Figure it out, Bruce. Figure out if it's going to be worth it for you, you know? Sometimes they're not worth it, you know? If you're not generating that much power or, you know, you're not getting enough power, it might not be worth it. I don't know. Well, a lot of them were wearing long sleeve shirts or jackets when, you know, it's like 85 degrees. I'm like, what are you doing, you know? I will say now, I mean, this lady's got a long sleeve shirt on. This guy's got a jacket on. These people don't have anything on. All the drivers, like Grab drivers, taxi drivers, moto drivers, a lot of them have long sleeve shirts, gloves, and all kinds of things. No power, the well pump doesn't work, and the fridge is off. I don't have that happen, and I don't want to have that happen. And if it does happen, I don't want to live there. It's just a common kind of a problem in some areas that I don't want to deal with. And then the other thing is, like I said, I'm getting old, but what I am starting to worry about a little bit more is, do I have any physical ailments that may hound me as I get older? As you know, if I'm 75 years old and I can take care of myself, I'm walking around, there's no problems, great. I hope that's how it is. When I'm 85 years old, if I make it that long, if I'm walking around and there's no problems, great. But if I'm not, and I'm like, oh, my knee, oh, I can't walk, oh, what am I gonna, then I better be close to a hospital. Yeah, I know. So the whole, you know, you're brown, you have no status, you know, it's ridiculous. I know people who are brown skinned that are quality people. I know people that are white skinned that are dirt bags. I'm talking about Thais. And I know some Thais that have brown skin and they're dirt bags, scumbags, and I know some that are white skinned that are good people. So I don't know where their mentality comes from, but you know. Oh God! You know, I got wet wipes. I haven't used them, I used them like one time in like 2 years, and it wasn't for my ass. It was for my hands. My hands got sticky. I just cleaned my hands. I don't generally have to use wet wipes for my undercarriage. Because normally I have a bum gun. You know. I can't believe it, but Nicholas still lives in the same apartment that he's lived in for almost 3 years now. And he's still using the same bum gun. He still loves that place. He still loves the shower. He still loves everything about that little apartment. He loves being on his own. My wife told me today she wants to cut the carbs and cut the sugar. I said, good luck. I know her, and she'll do that for a day, and then the next day she'll be like, oh, well, I'm going to have a little of this. I go, that's got sugar in it. Yeah, but, you know, no buts. It's got sugar in it. What are you doing? No carbs. Let me tell you something. I went to, what's it called? Saint Marine something or other. It's a bread shop here in the mall. It's right next to the mall, right next to the grocery store. I went there and I go, oh my God. I go, this stuff looks so good. They had garlic bread. I bought 2 pieces of garlic bread. And I bought this other long bread roll that had cheese in it. And I put sausage on the garlic bread with cheese and red onions and wrapped in bacon. And, you know, so I had some carbs with the bread. Everything else was, you know, was good. And they taste so good. I couldn't believe it. Then I got the bread roll that had the cheese in it, and I stuck another sausage in it. I can tell you, I don't want to do without carbs, because that bread place has got the most fantastic bread. They make all their own bread there. It's really, really good, and it's a chain, but it's really good. It's not one of these places that they make half-ass bread. They've got, I mean, they make little sweets, they make bread, they make cookies, they make, I don't eat the cookies and all that other stuff, but they make the best bread. Today, I'm looking forward to going there and getting some bread. And, you know, I'll have that once or twice a week, and that's it. I don't miss rice. Sometimes I miss bread. I miss bread because I like having sandwiches. And I've been watching, I don't know if you guys know who he is. His name is Action Bronson. He's like, he used to be a rapper. I never heard his music. And now he's got this show. It's called, well, it's the F Word. That's delicious. And he goes all over the place and he eats all different kinds of foods. I mean, he's a big guy. He eats all kinds of foods. And he's always eating bread. And that's why I started I thought, my God, I don't ever make any of these. I need to start upping my game. Instead of just having a sausage on a, you know, with a little mayonnaise on it or something. I need to like get some mustard and put some relish on there and some red onion and put it in bread and put cheese on it and really do it right. So that's what I've started doing. Thanks to Action Bronson, thanks to his cooking show. I think Scott Mallon's going to have a cooking show. It's going to be called A Roy Fucking Mock. That's going to be the name of the show. I can't imagine life with no Mexican tacos either. I can't imagine life without Mexican burritos or enchiladas or quesadilla, tacos a little bit, and I like, what do you call them? Tamales. Ooh. What are all these people doing out here? This guy's got a bolognese or whatever it's called. Balenciaga. I don't know what that is. They're all with the mall, apparently. So many B vitamins are released when bread is cooked, and also the yeast has many nutrients. Bruce, I would say, come and get that rye and pumpernickel. They probably have it. I don't know. I haven't looked at everything. I mean, I look at it and I just go, I want this one. It looks too good. The garlic bread and this other cheese bread that they have, I just can't get enough. Today, I'm probably going to buy like 5 garlic breads, 2 or 3 of these cheese breads. Oh my God. My wife makes a bomb tuna for sandwiches. Tuna, chopped onion, bird chilies, mayo, and spicy ground mustard. Yeah, I like tuna, but I don't know what it is. I just haven't been eating it as much as in the past. Brewers yeast is chock full of nutrients. Balenciaga is a rip-off high-end company. Shoes, clothes, yada yada. Yeah, I thought that. And I don't have to have high-end stuff. No, it's in the mall. It's in the back of the mall. It's very good. They have, I mean, I'm gonna get probably 5 or 6 garlic breads today. Their garlic bread is the bomb. It's so good. So I'll probably get that today, and then I'll get, which I'll probably eat 2 of those. And then the wife and Alex and Nicholas, should he come, I think he's supposed to come, what's today, Friday? Probably come Sunday. So if we have any left, he'll get those. Thai brand tuna in a can, made tuna fish sandwich. Thai brand tuna? I never get the Thai brand. I always buy the Select or whatever it is. It's like 40 baht, 42 baht. I used to get the mackerel and the sardines and all this other stuff, and I'd eat that on garlic bread, Evo, and oregano. So good. I'm thinking about it today, and it's like those garlic bread. They are so good. It's not anything I see here. Oh, well, that makes it Thai. Must be Thai then. Look at this. What is this? Yes, Sarni's has good bread. Sarni's is very good. I admit it. That is absolutely the best bread place I think I've ever been. They got sourdough in there, but they got sourdough in the mall. It's pretty good. You know, you look around, you can find some. I'm surprised they don't have any hot dog buns. I was looking around for buns for the sausages. I'm like, they don't even have any hot dog buns. I'm like, what's going on here? They had hamburger buns. They had 2 sets of hamburger buns. They're the white bread, you know, like, they're nothing special. But I thought, oh, maybe I'll get a couple. And I went, I can't buy these. So what I usually do is I find buns, I find bread, I find something like that, and I either toast it on the wok, or I put it in the toaster, whatever it is, put some butter on there. Oh, man. Fantastic. You know, I don't mind using just bread for sausage, but it has to be a really good bread. It can't be your little white bread, you know, Wonder Bread. It can't be that. It just doesn't work. It needs to be something better. If we're talking about food, now you've piqued my interest. I have really gotten into food lately. And my weight is still the same. I'm still, you know, I have not been going to yoga 6 times a week just because I'm like, you know, I'm getting burnt out on it. So I go 4 or 5 times a week. I feel good. I don't want to go and lift weights. I don't want to, well, you know what you can make with sausage that's fantastic is you can use it, you can put it in a pan, you can put it in a wok, you can do whatever. You get some eggs, you put a little olive oil in there, you cut the sausage up, put the sausage in there, and it starts to get firm, and you put cheese all over the top, and then you got yourself, what's it called? I forget what it is. It's a breakfast thing, and you know, you cut out like a piece of pie, and it's so good. It's not an omelet. I can't remember what it is. I'm blanking right now, but it's so good. So I eat twice a day now. Peppers is good. Sausage and peppers is good. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to the grocery today, and I told myself I have to buy what I want today. I have to buy some good food because I want to eat at home. I want all of us to eat a meal on like Sunday when Nicholas comes. Yeah, I don't know, you know, I think cooking, you know, Jono's been into cooking for a long time, and he's a good cook. But his taste and my taste are a little bit different, and, you know, I really like making sandwiches that are like all over the place. You know, you get a cheeseburger and put some blue cheese on it and some bacon, and you get cheddar cheese, and you get a red onion and throw it on there, and then you put it on like a garlic bread or whatever. Oh my God. Put an egg on. You know, you can't beat it. So I like having that. Yeah, I really like cooking those kind of things. And, you know, I have a pan and I have a skillet, and I just don't use them. I use the wok all the time. And I was thinking about it, and I thought I need to start using the pan more often, and I need to start using my my oven, because what you can do is, you know, you make up a sandwich, and then you put the sandwich, you put it in the oven for like 2 minutes, and it will brown the top. Man, you know, it's just, I don't even know what to say. This kind of stuff, you know, you're just at home, you got some nice coffee that you can have after your meal, you have great food. If it's at night, you have, instead of the coffee, you have some wine. This is what living's about, you know. This is what it's all about. I got an air fryer also, and I love it. It's fantastic. I cook all kinds of things in that air fryer because I don't want to use butter or you know, I use olive oil most of the time. These guys, I don't know, they got like 14 cameras they're carrying around. Anyway, New York cheesecake with black coffee. It's made in heaven. Nah. I like the New York cheesecake, but I don't want to have coffee with it. You got to get yourself an air fryer. We got an air fryer. It's, if it broke, I would buy another one. It's like a hot water maker. You got to have one, you know? It's so good. Yeah, I mean, you know, but, you know, it depends on what kind of olive oil you're going to use. How much do you want to pay for olive oil? There's a guy, I gotta say, there's a guy on with Action Bronson. His name is, what's his name? Let me see here. He is an olive oil expert. What's his name? Ah, here we go. Doesn't tell me the name. He is, oh, I think I know he's on Instagram. What's his name? Oh, shit. Let me see here. How you doing, buddy? Let me see here. Let me see if I can find this here. What's his name? It starts with an O. Nick Coleman. His name is Nick Coleman. And if you look him up, you know, he's got his, you know, just like Action Bronson, he's got this big beard. And, his specialty is olive oil. He knows everything about olive oil. Let me see something. When was this? This is 2 weeks ago. He sells olive oil, but he is, I mean, they sell olive oil, I mean, it's like, you know, a gallon, 2 gallons of olive oil. And it's like, you know, $300 or something like that. So, what is this right here? Limited edition, early harvest, monocultivar, picular, extra olive oil. I don't even know what it is. Grove and Vine, I don't know. He's at the mall, Bangkapi. Yes, I'm here. They say extra olive oil, chia seeds, and cayenne pepper in a shot glass is great for cardiovascular health. I don't know. I don't know about that, but I do know that olive oil, if you're not buying just the stuff that's used for salads, you know, this guy gets the olive oil in little glasses and drinks the olive oil. And they all have good olive oil, but how good do you want it? How much do you want to pay for it? Do you want to pay $200 for it? What do you want to pay for it? You know, normally I pay, you know, maybe $7 to $10 for a bottle of olive oil, and it's your average stuff. Because I'm not a connoisseur and I don't need it, and, you know, it's not good for cooking at higher temperatures. No. You need to use the right olive oil for the job. That's what I'll say. It needs to be really good olive oil. I don't know what they're doing over here. They've got all kinds of coffees over here. Maybe they're just taste testing. Well, I do use it sometimes. And actually, I'm going to make some eggs up, I think today. I'm going to make some eggs, then I'm going to put olive oil in the eggs, and I'm going to put butter on the wok, and I'm going to cook the eggs very, very slowly, and they're going to be fluffy and nice and excellent. So that's about as good as it gets. Anyway, man, we could talk about food all day long. I mean, I got so many ideas. I've been coming up with ideas lately. I've been making all kinds of foods, and sometimes it's just meat, and sometimes it's on bread, sometimes it's on this, sometimes it's on that. It's so good. some of the things I've been taking it to the next level because I don't want to just go, oh, I'm going to slap this together today. Well, if you're slapping it together, it better be good. It better be really good, you know? Can't get enough of that bread. I can't stop thinking about going to the bread shop in the back of the mall. This guy over here, he's a subscriber. He's a subscriber to the channel. He's come in a couple times, and I see him right now, and he's talking to the staff. Oh my God, your equipment is so nice. Which equipment are you using? Which one is the best one? He bought some coffee from here, which is not bad. I need to get a good grinder. I've figured that out, and a good grinder is going to set you back $300. It's not cheap. Bruschetta sounds good. Bruschetta sounds very, very good. I like the balsamic. Balsamic sounds good right now. Anyway, you know what? I just think about all this food, and I just have to tell myself, limit yourself to twice a day. Don't eat more than that. Boy, that sounds good. That sounds good, Bruce. I'm getting hungry. It's time to go buy some groceries and get ready to make myself a nice meal. You know what I've really been getting into lately is cheese. You know, they sell these cheeses now. They have them and it's like 50 baht, 100 baht, 125 baht, and they instead of it being a big brick of cheese that might cost 300-400 baht, which generally I don't buy. Oh, that looks good. That looks very good. He's got himself a nice coffee. Let's see what kind of coffee that is. What is that? What kind of coffee is that? A piccolo, with a little bit of, just a tad bit of art on it. We've got the little art on there. Yeah, their coffee here is not bad. It's a cut above Cafe Amazon. That's what I'd say. It's much nicer than Cafe Amazon. All right, guys, I think it's about time to call it quits. Time to say goodbye, and time for me to go get my bread in the back of the mall. I got all this coffee sitting in front of me that I've tested, and I got to decide, do I want to drink it? Which I probably don't. Do I want to drink one? Do I want to carry one with me? What am I going to do? But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I appreciate it. And they're cranking up the music now, so it must be time to go. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm going to go grocery shopping and bread shopping. That's all the shopping I'm doing. Choke Leo, Jerk and my. I can't do that. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. Maybe I'll have this. Sangria Espresso. Really good. But I'll talk to you guys later. All right? Take it easy. Ciao and all that good stuff.